Hi, my name is Paweł and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about acidity in wine. What's acidity in wine? That's easy wine. That's the amount of acidity that you can find in bottled wine. Or that's the one that you're going to feel by drinking wine. Sometimes it's more difficult. In general, you're going to feel in your mouth when you're drinking the wine. Easy thing. We measure in pH. So lower pH, higher acidity. Higher pH, lower acidity. Goes kind of opposite. Second point, where is coming from acidity in wine? So acidity in wine comes from couple of parameters work for the acidity in wine or not. First of all, is going to be light. So basically more sunlight, and more light your wine is going to get, more of photosynthesis is going to happen, and that's going to translate to sugar level in wine. So more sugar, more glucose is going to be produced, and that's going to translate to the balance of sugar and acidity in your wines, and the final acidity in which you can feel or you can see in the wine. Another thing is going to be the temperature. So this kind of similar as the light. Higher temperature, more sugar is going to be produced in your grapes. More sugar is going to balance out the acidity. Less acidity is going to stay in the wine, so that's also going to work for the balance of the acidity and sugar, and for acidity. And the next thing is going to be obviously the grape variety. So depends what kind of grape variety the winemaker choose or which is produced in certain regions. It's going to translate to acidity. Some grape varieties like Riesling, for example, produce a lot of sugar. The other ones, like let's say Chardonnay from warmer climate, is going to produce, or Gewürztraminer is going to produce a little bit less acidity. So basically, depends on what kind of grape variety you're going to choose. Different level of acidity is going to be. Next thing. So basically, winemaker also before selling the wine, before bottling the wine, can impact the acidity level in the vineyard. So can choose what kind of style, what kind of level of acidity he would like to have in his wine. He can do by three things. So basically, he can add sugar to the juice, to the wine, by adding grape syrup, sweet grape syrup, which is going to obviously put the sugar level up and then lower the impact of acidity that you can feel while you're drinking the wine. So basically, two things can happen. First, he can do acidification, basically adding tartaric acid to the final product, to the wine. So that's going to obviously boost the acidity and balance the wine a little bit. Or the next thing is what can happen, he can choose to use malolactic fermentation. So what's malolactic fermentation? Basically, after the alcoholic fermentation, naturally in wine occur malolactic fermentation, which is provoked by a certain type of bacteria which transfer the malic acid, which is found in apples, let's say. This is very beef, very crispy type of acid, to malic acid, which simply you can find in milk. So that's also a type of acidity, but it's a little bit more round, a little bit more smooth, a little bit more elegant, and that's a little bit less perceived by your mouth, by your senses. So the acidity level that you're going to feel is going to be a little bit lower, so you're going to feel the acidity a little bit less. So that's also an option. Also, that adds extra flavors to your wine, like vanilla, like milky kind of flavors to your wine. So that's the way how you can feel if there was malolactic fermentation or not happening. So that would be for malolactic fermentation. So how to detect the acidity? There are sweet wines that you can add sugar, you can produce the wine differently. So how to feel the acidity? How to find out if the wine is acid? There are some wines that got naturally high level of sugar and low level of acidity. There are other wines that are produced to make more sugar and then they still get a lot of acidity, but also a lot of sugar, which balance it out. It's like lemonade basically. More sugar you add, more you balance the lemon, or more acid you add, more lemon you add, more you balance the sugar level. So this is how you play with it. So you got two wines. One is sweet, the other one is sweet. One got huge acidity, the other one not really. How to feel it? Simple fact. While you're drinking the wine, even sweet one, you're gonna feel a little bit of the acid is gonna give you a little bit burning flavor in your mouth. It's gonna burn you a little bit. It's acid still. So by feeling on your tongue or your lung a little bit of burning, you can detect actually acidity. But then alcohol also is burning. So how do I know if it's acidity or alcohol in my wine that makes me feel this burn? And maybe that's actually the reason. So maybe there's not much acidity, but maybe a lot of alcohol. How to feel that? Alcohol basically is gonna burn a little bit in your throat. It's after drinking wine which is more alcoholic, you're gonna feel burn in your throat. If you still feeling burn in your mouth, but no, not in the throat, that means it's the acidity. Next thing, so I got sweet wine which doesn't have too much alcohol, another one doesn't have too much alcohol, but one is acid, another one not. So how do I detect the acidity then? The wine that got more acidity before, even by drinking it, there is a high percentage of sugar, high percentage of acidity, and your brain is going to combine all the flavors and create image of the wine in your head as a sweet wine. Still your mouth is going to detect the acidity. So how do I know that? When I drink wine with huge acidity, even if there is huge level of sugar, my mouth is going to produce a lot of saliva to balance it out, to cover your mouth, to cover your mouth from the acidity. So basically, while you're drinking very acid wine with high percentage of acidity, your mouth is going to produce the saliva. You're going to do. Why are you doing? That means the acidity is there. So now we know what's acidity, where it's coming from, and how to detect it. So what for is actually this acidity? Okay, very simple thing. Refreshing. You're sitting on the terrace, balcony, very warm day, having fun in the garden. Obviously you want something refreshing. You're gonna drink some white, crispy, very acidic wine, something that is going to refresh you. Acidity has this refreshing kind of effect. Next thing, acidity is great for food. So while you're cooking something, wine which has good amount of acidity, red or white, is going to go great with your food. So first of all, so in general, 95% of type of food that you're gonna eat, if you get wine with good acidity, it's going to go well. Let's say you got food with very light, very crispy, also high level of acidity, some salads, some seafood, lemon all over, vinegar. Good acidity is going to balance the acidity in food. It's going to go great together. What if you have food which is very heavy, creamy sauce, very complex flavor, very long flavors, you eat and you still feel the flavor? Acidity is going to help you to wash it out, to clean it out your mouth, to your palate. So you're gonna feel a little breakthrough, a little brief is going to balance it out. It's gonna go great with your food. Even if you have a very strong sauce or very fatty food, the acidity is going to cut through and give you this breakthrough washout. So that's great for food. And from there also, very important for you when you buy wine that you want to keep it for 5, 15, 20, 25 years. Those wines which are made for long aging, they usually have good level of acidity because acidity actually helps them to age. helps them to preserve the flavors, helps them to stay longer, to mature in very good way. So the acidity in wines needs to be very good if they are made to be aged for longer, with exceptions, but in general, yes. So I think that would be it for acidity. Let me know if there is anything I should improve, or if there is anything that I didn't say or didn't specify. Please write in the comment. Let me know if you like it. Thumbs up probably, or subscribe. And thank you for watching. If you survive until here, see you next time. And yep, have a nice day. Bye.